Von Dacia, a cultist. Gideon will help in any way we can.
Thank you, Governor.
Counselor Von Dacia, a traitor and a Daedric cultist. I can't believe he had us all fooled for so many years. But that's a matter for another time. Evely tells me you have a lead for finding these so-called ambitions. Counselor Leviticus was right to send you to me. In Argonian, Ojel Bach roughly translates as Pit of the Outsider. There is a natural formation to the south that bears the name. Unfortunately, it lies in territory claimed by the Sulzan tribe. The Sulzan are a savage people, Nagas, who revere the forces of death and chaos. You must traverse their land to reach the Pit of the Outsider. The Nagas recognize no authority other than themselves and their leaders. They do not welcome visitors. South of Stone Wastes, in the heart of Sulzan territory, I suggest caution and stealth. Try to avoid starting a war with the tribe if you can at all help it. Bring whatever you find back here. Gideon will keep it safe, I assure you. Ojel Bach, the Pit of the Outsider. It's a natural formation located south of Stone Wastes. Just proceed carefully, as it lies in the heart of Sulzan territory.
Challenge what you know. If you're courageous enough, all things are possible. I offer no mere prestidigitation, curated magical sensations for people of all nations for only a modicum of monetary demarcation. A coin and I would be delighted to comply. What captivates your soul? To witness life through another's brows? The soar in freedom between the clouds? To see to those wrapped in shrouds? The gift of a temporary visage I give to you, to experience the world with another's stoop. Sad to say, but my work is complete. Ask me for another when next we meet.
Hail, Dry Skin. Not sure where your feet are taking you, but if it's to the shrine down the road, I suggest you reconsider. Niswo Somars has had more than enough trouble with outsiders for one day. Now, I don't know any details, but I heard that a visiting explorer and her manservant did something terrible inside the local Zanmir. Unleashed a curse, or so I heard. Now the High Priest, Niswo Somars, wants the woman to make it right. Calls herself Lady Clarice Laurent, and her manservant's name is Stibbons, though they say he is not in good shape. If she's actually going to break the curse, she'll need help. But no one will go near her while the curse infests the Zanmir. You must have more time on your claws than I do. Plus, it's mighty brave of you to go up against an ancient Argonian curse. Well, if you really want to help this Lady Laurent, you can find her near the shrine. It isn't too far from here. What's to tell? Argonian curses are nothing to take lightly, especially curses related to the ancient Zanmirs. So as soon as I heard about it, I vacated the area with all due haste. Niswo Somars oversees the Glenbridge Shrine. The place is dedicated to Sithis and attracts Argonians from far and wide. Outsiders, too, for some reason. Maybe it's the Zanmir. There's one of those stone monstrosities close to the shrine. You know, those great stone step pyramids that rise out of the Black Marsh swamps. Our misguided ancestors built them for some reason. The one near Glenbridge has always been a curiosity and was relatively safe to explore. Until the curse, that is. Just keep following the road. If you see a Zanmir, you're going in the right direction. And eventually, you'll hear Lady Laurent. She's rather loud as far as dry skins go. Niswo Somars oversees the Glenbridge.
I'm not trying to be a bother, but I could really use some assistance here. That was much too close for comfort.
The claw that spills the jub bile must be the one to stop it, Dry Skin. Heed the words and tend to this matter.
Riddles? Really? Not helpful, priest. Not helpful at all. A familiar face, thank the stars. I seem to remember you providing assistance the last time Stibbins made a mess of things. Or was it the time before? No matter. You're here now, and I am more than willing to compensate you for your time. Ah, the kind my manservant Stibbins excels at, I assure you. I was studying the local Zanmir, and once again assumed that Stibbins would prove to be at least somewhat helpful. Instead, the clumsy oaf managed to break an ancient Argonian relic. The kind that comes with a terrible curse, and has the locals all in a tither. Niswo Somars is very cross with me. She insists I return to the Zanmir and set things right. And Stibbins isn't any help, not in his current state. Will you assist me? Removing curses is never an easy endeavor, and with Stibbins in his current state, well, you should see for yourself. The priest graciously provided a hut where I could store the results of my manservant's latest debacle. We can start there. I hardly have the words to do it justice. The hut isn't far away. Meet me there, and you can see for yourself what a terrible mess my manservant has made of things this time. As an adventurer and treasure hunter, ancient structures such as this are my bread and butter. These Argonian pyramids exist as historical curiosities, a glimpse into a long-ago age. All reports indicated that this location was safe and intact. Most assuredly. Safe means few dangers to deal with, and intact, well, intact ancient structures often contain the most remarkable treasures. It was the perfect site to explore, before my manservant went and bungled the basket, as it were. What exactly are you implying, The fact that we share a certain degree of familiarity doesn't give you cause to be rude. Still, I see your point. Let's just say that where Stibbins is concerned, every day includes a modicum of trouble. think I only had a single Stibbins to deal with when the day began. Oh, you see what I'm dealing with? How can I return to the Zonmir and set things right when I have my hands full simply keeping all these Stibbinses under control? No, that would be ridiculous. My Stibbins, the real Stibbins, is still mucking about in the Zonmir. That's where I left him after he triggered this curse. I went to get help when one of these duplicates followed me to the shrine. Obviously. They just keep coming. From the Zonmir, it's some sort of side effect of the curse. The priest of the shrine insists that an outsider caused this, so an outsider needs to fix it. Now we... Oh, bother. There were 7 Stibbinses last time I checked, but now there are only 6. One of the duplicates is missing. They don't listen any better than the real Stibbins. Will you find it and bring it back here? I'll try to keep the rest contained. Thankfully, these duplicates lack even Stibbins' pitiful amount of drive and coordination. It shouldn't have wandered very far. Once you find it, you need to induce it to return. Try mentioning my name. They seem attracted to me for some odd reason.
Rumors spread like water in a stream that...
Let's see what's around the next bend.
Loran! Must find Master. Master must be free.
Let's go find a problem to solve. And maybe get paid for it.
I need a break.
All right, you Stibbinses! Attention!
Yes, Loran.
Oh, Clarice, what hardships you must endure. finally! One Stibbins is bad enough, but a gaggle of them? It's like trying to herd cats. But where's the duplicate that slipped away? Did you find it? Goo? That makes no sense. Are you quite certain? Well, no matter. I've had enough of this nonsense. I managed to get these duplicates under a modicum of control, but they seem to be rejecting my commands. Like some outside force has agitated them. A master? Other than me? That's it! Whatever curse Stibbins contracted, whatever these duplicates are, and whoever this master is, they have raised the ire of Lady Clarice Laurent. Come on, we're going. Back to the shrine. Niswo Samars knows more about this than she's let on. If she won't talk to me in anything other than riddles and proverbs, maybe she'll talk to you. We need to make her tell us how to fix this. Just so we're clear, I need you to talk to the priest. She's become rather cross with me and refuses to tell me anything of substance. Let's see if you have better luck with her than I did. They'll be fine. How much trouble can 6 Stibbinses get into? Unless they start exploding too. But that's a chance we'll have to take. Now, come on. If we don't break the curse, gods only know how many more duplicates I'll have to deal with. We're off! Stibbinses, stay here. Understand? Stay!
Yes, Laurent. Stibbo, stay.
Back again, dry skin. The claw that spills the jub bile.
Save the platitudes and talk to my associate priest.
Very well. She may have more hair than scales, but the dry skin is clever. You have not violated any of our customs, so we are not bound by strictures with you. We may talk of the Zanmir and the curse that has befallen the shiny-headed, scaleless one. The legends say that a dry-skinned sorcerer entered the Zanmir long ago, when my people were foolish enough to live in such places. He sought a path to immortality. He unleashed dark magic that seeped into the swamp and nearly destroyed all life. The shamans of the region banded together. They managed to seal the sorcerer away, deep in the Zanmir. But then this dry skin and her shiny-headed slave arrived. They damaged the seal. Now the sorcerer seeks to completely break it and escape. The shiny-headed one is the sorcerer's prisoner. He serves as the template for the sorcerer to make more servants. Servants that will stop at nothing to break the seal. Curiously, the long-haired dry-skin seems to distract them from their duty. You and the long-haired dry-skin must set things right. I do not know how, for we have no interest in the place of stone. You and the long hair must figure this out. Go quickly, and know that, succeed or fail, Sithis will have us all in time. Legends say the sorcerer came from a distant land, that he enjoyed poking at roots that are better left buried. Beyond that, we have done our best to forget him. The secrets that he sought are dangerous, both for those with scales and those without. With the seal in place, the Zanmir was just an empty pile of stone. Now that a portion of the sorcerer's power is free, I fear his malign influence has corrupted the once vacant halls. I suggest you be on your guard and ready to defend yourself. There are many of them, are there not? Let the duplicates fend for each other, while you and the Longhair return the Zanmir to how it was before she arrived. From what I have seen, I expect you will run into more of the duplicates once inside.
A sorcerer? Now that's something I can work with. I'll meet you in the Zanmir. If you insist on following me, then step lively, Stibbenses.
That might be useful.
I told those duplicates to wait in the hut, but did they listen? And that door back there, it was open when we came through the first time. The broken seal lies in that direction. I suppose it's good the duplicates followed after me. The duplicates are the key, as it were. I did a thorough study of this hall. One of the side alcoves contains a floor plate, a switch, I believe. When the doors were open, the switch wasn't important. Now that the defenses have been engaged... Oh, I'm certain of it. Just get a duplicate to stand on the floor plate, and the doors will swing open. A confident command should be enough to get a duplicate to obey you. Just keep the command simple. Tell them to follow you, or wait. Yes, they activated as soon as the seal was broken. Though whether they're the Zonmirs or the sorcerers, I have yet to determine. Oh, and be aware that the duplicates are afraid of water. You'll need to figure out how to entice them across. Have you seen the prank the locals play on one another? They get a friend to stand within a circle of flowers, then they kick a nearby vine tongue. The vine tongue reflexively grabs anything inside the circle. Perhaps we can use that here. Command a duplicate to wait.
Stibbo follow. Stibbo no like water. Stibbo no follow. Oh, wait for Stibbo.
I think I have an idea.
Stibbo stand here. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm waiting.
Well, that did something, but not what I was hoping for. Nothing is ever simple when it comes to Stibbons. Why should I have expected anything different from these pale imitations? Even if the floor plate didn't open the main door, it does seem to have unlocked something. Look how the blue fire blazes. This switch unlocked the door closest to it. I need you to proceed into that section of the Zonmir and find the floor plate that opens the main passage. While you seek the switch that unlocks the main door, I'll study these carvings. I recognize the iconography. If I can translate it, maybe we can learn more about the sorcerer and the curse we're facing. And take a duplicate with you. I have more than enough to spare, and you'll need one if you come across another floor switch. Just look for the blue fire. Otherwise, don't be concerned for my safety. Years...
Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, stay close. Oh, wait for Stibbo.
Who dares walk the halls of the sorcerer Octavius?
Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, follow.
You seek to stop my escape? Fool! You shall serve alongside the one who calls himself Stibbins.
Stibbo, here.
Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, no follow.
For glory!
Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, wait.
Whatever you did in the South Wing didn't unlock the main doors. But it did open the door to the North Wing. I suppose I'll have to send you and the duplicates there next. Whatever you did in the South Wing caused the ancient mechanisms in this Zonmir to stir. But instead of unlocking the main doors, I heard the definite click of a lock sliding open by the door to the North Wing. Did you find anything else in there? Sorcerer Rectavius? Yes, that's the name mentioned in the carvings. Actually, the entire tale is quite fascinating, if I'm understanding it correctly. The ancient Gel language is nearly impossible for anyone who isn't Argonian to comprehend. Only a rough translation, mind you. To cheat death, the sorcerer transferred his mind into, Well, the literal translation is death mud. What we who know such things call a voroplasm. Not how I would choose to spend eternity, but I detest goo. Unclear. When all else fails, I err on the side of excessive violence. I still have a section of the carving to translate, however, and I want to figure out what this Rectavius wants with Stibbons. In the meantime, I have another task for you. Enter the now accessible north wing and look for more floor plates. One of them must open the main doors. And take the remaining duplicates with you. Goodness knows Stibbons excels at standing in one place. Is it any wonder the duplicates do too? Such as? We know he's talented. It takes a great deal of magicka, applied with precision, to transfer one's essence into an alien form. He's also quite insane. What's the point of living forever if you're nothing but a ball of ooze?
Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, follow.
Haste our steel! Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, stand here. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, stay close.
Still you persist, and you use my own puppets against me. Such audacity will not go unpunished.
Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm coming.
Right.
Now, Stibbo,
Good.
serve the tea.
What are you doing? Stop it right now, and perhaps I'll let you live.
Here comes
Stibbo,
Stibbo.
stay close.
No water for
hate
Stibbo.
wet.
Stibbo,
no
waiting.
follow.
Oh, wait for Stibbo.
Here comes Stibbo.
Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, stay here. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, no follow.
There you are. We need to talk. Whatever you and the duplicates did, it worked. The main doors unlocked with an audible click. Before we rush in and attempt to deal with the sorcerer, we should discuss our options. I discovered something unsettling in the ancient carvings. According to my very rough translation, we can't simply repair the seal and lock away the sorcerer again. The Argonians employed ancient rituals that I know nothing about. I doubt the local priest knows them either. This all happened so long ago. I only see one option. We're going to need to slay the sorcerer, or destroy the blob of goo he occupies. And I'd like to... It's ingenious. As a ball of slime, the sorcerer can't break the seal or free himself. The Argonians made sure you needed hands for that. So he grabbed Stibbons and used him as a model for his mindless servants. Instant hands, as it were. We need to get Stibbons away from Rectavius and cut off the source of the duplicates. Then we need to destroy the voroplasm that contains the sorcerer's essence. That should break the curse. I expect we'll find them both beyond the main doors. Based on the information contained in the carvings and some logical assumptions, I believe the sorcerer needs hands to finish breaking the seal. Hands he gave up when he opted for gooey immortality. The Stibbons duplicates fill that purpose. Interesting question. We've seen that most of the duplicates swarmed around me for some unimaginable reason, and you ran into a few corrupted versions. It appears... Ugh, how revolting. We must be getting closer to the sorcerer's lair. much muck. Stibbins'
Stibbo
first
make
task
perfect
upon rescue
now.
will be a deep scrub of my boots. Should be tracked beyond that door. There's Stibbins, inside that thing. The sorcerer's shield. We need to destroy it. That's weakened the shield. Keep at it. The shield is down. Get Stibbins out of there while I keep the voroplasm in place.
It cannot end like this!
Oh, Stibbins, tell me you're unharmed. Not here. Let's return to the first hall.
As you say, milady. My lady, I must apologize. I seem to have mucked everything up again.
Yes, but I've grown accustomed to your antics. Besides, I had a very capable assistant. Well, that was an unusual adventure. Puts things in perspective. After all, nothing drives home the realization that one manservant is more than enough, like an abundance of Stibbins. I shudder to think about all that goo, though. I would say so. Of course, it will take time before the sorcerer's magic fully dissipates. And I'm no expert on voroplasms. I suppose he could pull himself back together, eventually. Here, take this. I insist. Unlike Stibbins, you earned it.
Well done, Lady Laurent. I sense the curse has been broken. Even now, I feel the last vestiges of the sorcerer slipping away. Except for what remains in the shiny-headed one, of course.
What? That's ridiculous. I'm fine. My lady safely extracted me from the blob of sorcerer.
The sorcerer's goo lingers, like nose slime on a hatchling's claw.
Oh, goo! Shoo, shoo!
Stibbins, I won't tolerate muck in my manor house. Ugh, we go to all the trouble of rescuing my manservant, and the first thing he does is start playing with the slime blobs again. Why do I even bother? Well, after all this muck and mire, I could use a nice hot bath. As for Stibbins, once he gets rid of the little balls of slime, I do believe he owes me a cup of tea. And some fish stew. I'm famished.
Thank you for helping the long hair break the sorcerer's curse. These chambers should stand empty, just as my ancestors proclaimed when they abandoned them long ago. The many truths of Sithis cannot be contained within stone and walls. As a prison for the sorcerer, we valued the structure. But with that threat subdued, we shall just ignore the place and watch as it eventually crumbles to dust.
Monsters? Villains? What's the trouble? What can I do for you? That should come in handy.
Yes?
Rested and ready for anything.
Over here. Let's talk. Ready to make our way into hostile territory? We need to find this pit of the outsider, see if the vault is there, and reach the ambitions before the Order of the Waking Flame beats us to them. Well, you heard Governor Keshu. This is Sulzon territory. We want to avoid contact with this hostile tribe of Argonians if at all possible, but we need to reach the pit of the outsider. Also, I had another one. Another waking vision. Happened when I got here. I think that strange book is trying to tell me something. I saw these weird cubes with symbols on them. Symbols like the ones in the book I'm carrying. I'm not sure what it all means. I want to find the vault. With any luck, we're way ahead of Vandasi and his cultists. Maybe we can get in, grab the weapons, and get back to Gideon before anyone even notices that we're around. Are you ready? Remember to avoid the Sulzon, but keep an eye out for the Waking Flame cultists. I wouldn't be surprised if we run into them before too long. Now, let's go find the pit of the outsider. They've got to be somewhere. Besides, we don't know exactly what Vandasi learned when he killed the counselors, or what he got out of the documents he stole from Leowin. We have to assume he's on the same trail as we are. Just what you'd expect, I imagine. They are bloodthirsty savages who revere death and chaos, after all. Be ready to fight. That's all I'm saying. It's possible, I guess, but we haven't seen any evidence of that up to this point. Look, we won't...
Here! To arms!
That shouldn't be there.
Ah, little mortals. Come speak to me. There you are, little mortal. It seems we once again find ourselves on the trail of the same mystery. I expect we can aid one another in the events that are about to unfold. Since we last met, I have been watching the activities of the Order of the Waking Flame. I followed a couple of their scouts to this location and discovered this charming Daedric vault. I believe the ambitions that you seek are locked inside. Unfortunately, the vault is warded like the Imperial annexes. Wards designed to repel Daedra, including me. Remove the wards and open the way, and we will both have our curiosity satisfied. Oh, and about that strange book that the elf carries. When the wood elf and I crossed paths when she first learned of Leovik's secret, I sensed something unusual about her. It's the book she carries. It's an ancient and powerful tome of questionable origin. I believe the book to be the Mysterium Xarxis, a tome penned by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Or so they say. Whatever the truth of its origins, the tome is both powerful and dangerous. Evely must place it on the lectern to disable the wards. I dealt with one of the scouts. She will not bother anyone again. The other may have slipped away while I was studying the vault's exterior. So I suggest you pick up the pace. The cultists could return in force at any moment. Remember, while the wards are in place, none of us can enter the vault. Use the book the wood elf carries to disable them and open the way. Once the wards are down, I shall meet you inside. Now hurry. The waking flame could arrive at any moment. You cannot see it. The exquisite workmanship. The otherworldly crafting. This vault was not forged by mortal hands. In fact, I believe it was constructed in the lava crucibles of the Deadlands. It was definitely built to contain something powerful. Curiosity, little mortal. How else am I to fill the endless days of immortality? I collect secrets, and I long to learn the truth of the Longhouse Emperors and their mysterious bargain with the Prince of Destruction. Now, go deal with those wards. Need is such a specific word. I do not need anything, little mortal. I am quite content to find a new distraction and leave your pitiful world to the Prince of Destruction. However, if you do decide to open the vault, I shall aid you as I can. The wards not only serve as powerful locks, they are designed to specifically keep Daedric entities such as myself from passing through them. While merely an annoyance for a mortal, to me, the wards are deadly. Enough. The Daedric Vault awaits. Dagonists and Dremora familiar with such things say it was scribed in the deserts of the Deadlands. I did some research after I sensed the Wood Elf had it. An artifact of great and evil power, it is said that merely handling it could be dangerous. That I do not know. Artifacts related to Daedric princes often possess a corrupting influence. At the least, she will probably feel a sense of discomfort if she hasn't experienced it already. She should guard it well, but tread carefully.
All right, I'm placing the book as Lyrinth suggested. You check out those cubes.
What did I tell you? Isn't she a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day? I placed the book there. Look at this place.
Well done, little mortal. Now I must explore.
We open the door and Lyranth just rushes ahead without us? Figures. Well, I guess we should start looking around too. Everything we learned so far indicates that the Daedric weapons should be in here somewhere. It all comes back to Emperor Leovic's secret. How he hid the four ambitions before Varen reached Imperial City and killed him. We don't know exactly what these four ambitions are, but the documents indicated they're Daedric weapons of some sort. Yup, and Lyranth thinks they could arrive here at any moment. Let's look around. Oh hey, one more thing. The book sort of started to tingle the moment we entered the vault. Just thought you should know. The Mysterium what now? Never mind. I can worry about that later. Right now we have a job to do. I want to find out what's so important that Leovic had to stick it in a warded and sealed Daedric vault. I suppose the book started this whole quest. I found it in the Longhouse Emperor's old retreat. It's full of Daedric symbols and strange markings. Carrying it around, it feels like a burden. Heavy, oppressive. And now it's tingling. It feels like anticipation. Like the book wants to be here or something. Look, I've had some dark dreams since I found the book and those waking visions. But this is the first time, I don't know, like it wants something? What happened to the vault?
take us. That was easy.
Are we still inside the vault? It doesn't look like Blackwood to me.
I am not afraid of you.
Uh-oh. Another warded door ahead of us.